Once upon a time, in the vast universe of Minecraft, there was a brave man named Steve. He traveled alone, exploring the world, building villages, and embarking on countless adventures. One day, while passing through a dense forest, he noticed something that caught his eye. A beautiful girl, her long hair blowing in the wind, stood staring off into the distance. Steve walked toward her and asked for her name. Her name was Ilara. She was beautiful, intelligent, and kind-hearted, yet mysterious. As Steve spent more time with her, he found himself falling in love. However, Ilara's life was not as simple as it seemed. One day, Steve discovered the identity of her father. He was one of the most powerful and wealthiest kings in the Minecraft world. He owned vast kingdoms, commanded mighty armies, and had untold riches. Ilara, being his daughter, carried the weight of this legacy on her shoulders, making it difficult for anyone to get close to her. The more Steve got to know Ilara, the deeper his love for her grew. One day, he confessed his feelings to her. Ilara, too, felt the same way. But there was one problem: her father didn't approve of their relationship. Ilara's father insisted that she marry someone who was strong and of noble blood. Steve realized that this was a significant obstacle, but nothing would stop him from being with Ilara. One day, Steve made the bold decision to visit the king and ask for Ilara's hand in marriage. The king replied harshly, "Who do you think you are? You are just a commoner, with no power or wealth. My daughter will marry only someone worthy of her, someone who commands strength and authority." Hurt by the king's words, Steve decided he had to prove himself. He would become strong enough to win Ilara's hand. For this, he would go underground, into the depths of the world, to seek out the challenges that lay hidden there. Steve ventured deep into the underground caves, navigating lava rivers and dark tunnels. His journey was fraught with danger, but he pressed on. One day, deep within the caverns, he stumbled upon a massive spider's web. But this was no ordinary web. It was the home of the Spider Queen, who guarded one of the most valuable treasures in the Minecraft world, a chest filled with diamonds. Steve knew he had to defeat the Spider Queen to obtain the treasure. The queen fought fiercely, using her vast array of traps to keep him away from the chest. But Steve, never one to back down, used his wits and courage to outsmart the traps and finally faced the Spider Queen. After a long and grueling battle, Steve defeated the queen and unlocked the diamond-filled chest. With the diamonds he collected, Steve built a magnificent castle. This castle wasn't just a symbol of wealth, but of his strength, determination, and love for Ilara. Once his castle was completed, Steve set off to challenge the king once more. This time, Steve wasn't just a commoner, he was a man of power, wealth, and courage. He arrived at the king's palace and issued a challenge, a duel of strength in the form of arm wrestling. The king, amused by the challenge, accepted, thinking he would easily defeat Steve. But after a fierce struggle, Steve emerged victorious. The king, now seeing Steve's bravery and determination, finally relented and agreed to give Ilara to him. Steve and Ilara were married in a grand ceremony. They lived a happy life together, and over time, they had children, filling their world with love and joy. Through all the trials and hardships, Steve had proved that nothing, no challenge, no obstacle, could stop him from achieving his dreams. His love for Ilara and his unyielding spirit had overcome even the greatest of odds, and they lived together happily ever after in their new home, a symbol of what true love and perseverance could accomplish.